I'm back with another sketchbook drawer of 7, 8, and 9. Just, yeah. So, sketchbook 7, it has no back, and there's nothing on the cover. So, I started this 6/12/19, and then ended 8/17/19. You know, so yeah. I don't know why I wrote that down twice. Got this one. This is my friend's character. I don't know if she still has her, but then that's my mermaid character, May. And yeah. The sketchbook's really annoying to like look back at because of all these things. Like you have to go put them back and everything, and it's so, because they're like in a very specific order. But you know. Oh wait, you guys gotta see. I think this is from an anime that I watched with like a fox girl, and she like comes into your house and takes care of you. I don't remember it at all. I just remember she was a fox girl to God. I don't know. I don't know who this is. I forgot in character. You know, looking through this, I just went through my digital files and I realized I have so many characters that I just forgot about. And it makes me so sad. Mouths. I should show these to my professor. He would have, like, an aneurysm. You'd be so sad. He'd be angry. There's more of them now. A wolf jumping, you know. My dogs have not been barking all this time, but they decided to bark now, when I start filming. Maybe this was, yeah, this is my friend's, oh, this is what, I wrote down what this woman looked like. Because I think we were like on call when she was telling me. And I think she drew one of my characters, but I don't remember who. Oh yeah, look at our mermaid characters. I think she was a shark, if I remember right. And then May's just a concoction of different things. But I want to redo her because I really liked how ambitious I was with her design. So I want to redo her, but keep a lot of the original elements, like the colors, you know. So yeah. I remember these dudes. I remember them randomly in class, and I was like, guys, I remembered I had yin yang characters, but I named them Yinko and Yango. And they were like, that's horrible. And I was like, I know it's bad. I know. This looks like Maze. I think I did this camping. So, yeah. I think I did this camping. Oh, she was blind. I remember that. And she could see with that giant pearl. Because she was, like, down in the depths, if I remember correctly. She was, like, where everything horrible is. Yeah. This character, I think I named him Twilight, and I just wanted him to be Twilight Link from Twilight Princess, but I wanted to, like, I felt bad about making fan art back here, and I don't know why, particularly about Zelda, because, like, the next page is my hero, but I felt bad about making, like, an AU of Zelda, where it's like all the links come together. Multiple people have done it, but for some reason I felt bad about doing it, and I'm like, I want to do that actually. Because mine are so cool, they're better than everybody else's. See, more fan art. Ew. Literally, this anime sucks. It's so bad. And I was trying to get into it because my friends were into it, and I was like, this is horrible. But I remember getting shamed for liking Bakugo, and I was like, he's the only one that's interesting. I think this is my sister and her, like, online friend. I don't know. A dragon. My character Hunter, and he's upset about something. I don't know. I hate how I did notice it like this. It's so bad. More fan art. At least I was trying to do, like, studies. Like, they weren't actual studies, but, you know. Azam and Nina. So, yeah. Look at that scarf. Just keep going. More Azam and Nina stuff. Oh, you know what? This one has a comic in it. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's horrible. I'm not gonna, like, read everything, but it's really bad. It's really bad. Like, it didn't make any sense with how it, like, was, and, like, this thing didn't make sense for, like, the world, because their world is a lot like our world, and I remember it, like, when I was doing this, I was like, this feels really out of place, but I really want her to, like, follow this fox thing that only appears in this one area. So, but that's how they first met. He was, like, originally Guardian Angel, and the story is still called Guardian Angel, but he was also, like, man? Like, I can't remember if he was an angel at this point, or if he was still, like, a wizard dude. And I took a break from the comic, and drew with a dip pen, and a micron in pink. And I remember there was, like, I think I did these, except for, like, this one with, these ones with the dip pen. I did this at, like, a funeral, and, a caricature artist came up and talked to me, and was like, are you going to school? And I was like, school sounds lame. And now I'm going to school. This is the best anime ever. I love it. I watch it at least twice a year because it's so freaking good. It's called Dororo. And Hakimaru and his brother that I don't remember the name of. And I think this is Dororo's mom. I don't know. You can watch it on YouTube. I still have to watch the original one. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, the animation in it is so good. You don't understand. It's just, it's delicious. It's just, ugh. So yeah. Then we went back to the comic, right? And this 10-year-old child is taking care of an adult man. And it's horrible. But they weren't like a Shishomaru, what was her name? Like, Rai? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad not knowing her name. Mimi, stop chewing on my pants. But anyways, it was not like where they fell in love. It was like, yeah. Mimi's. But yeah, then it's like, he's sick, mentally sick, like, nightmares keep haunting him, and she's like, oh, well, my parents are dead, and he's like, See right here, and he's like, well, you know, that's okay. It's so bad. It's horrible. It truly is horrible. Oh, Mimi's, there's an ice cream sandwich. I got Posca pens. I think they're all dead now, or they're, like, hiding somewhere. But yeah, and then totally not Zelda. See, this is the same thing where I wanted to, like, make them, but I didn't want to make an AU comic because I thought it was lame. So Zelda, and it's, oh man, embarrassing. I should have just sucked it up. Can you move your little toes? More fan art, but it's whatever his name is, you know. And then yeah, I wanted to ship them because my friends ship them, so I was trying to be cool, but they're minors, so it's weird. The whole fandom is horrible with the shipping and all the adult content of these fictional kids. Kiri something. I don't remember. another character. I think this one was also Zelda inspired, but I don't remember exactly. I think this was supposed to be Midna though, if I remember. I was gonna make her like an animation meme that was popular at the time. I don't remember the meme's name anymore, but we're having the same problem as my other ones. Like, all of this can be used. All this can be covered, like, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Midna, but she's not, like, colored and all her stuff, so. All this can be used. This can be used. I think this was supposed to be Dororo. This was supposed to be, I think her name is Mio. And then Hakimaru. So, that wasn't spoilers. That was spoilers. Bellatrix? Yeah. Yeah. Romance? You know? A horrible romance. Look at her butt. It's like up here and then... Nova. I love her. She's literally my baby. Like, actually, I love her so much. She needs a little bit of a redesign, though. See, all this can be used. That's my dog. And I know it's my dog. My Handsome. A rhino. And a mouse on his horn. And he's, like, licking it? I don't know. Ugh. I think I was refilling my Copics. And they were spilling everywhere because it was my first time doing it. So yeah. I want to get more of this paper. Or I guess I could look up a tutorial and make my own. But, you know, it's that scratchy paper. So I did that. I don't remember what I used, though. To Nina and Azim. I don't remember what I used to scratch it. A deer. And a werewolf. Werewolves are cool. I like werewolves. See, all this can be used. Like, I think I didn't want to use it because it had those spots on it. Hunter. I should redo this one. I still think this one's cute. Like, obviously it has problems, but he's kind of cute still. Azim and Nina, if their roles was switched. So now she's the guardian angel, and he's the idiot child. This could have been used. This was from an anime because I was like, I wanted to be a fan art artist because they looked like they had more fun. They're some of the most miserable people ever. The fan art artists I followed back in the day, like, not all fan art artists, but the ones I followed, I was in the most toxic art community because I was just finding who was the most popular with stuff that I watched. And they were so bad, so I was like, oh, I want to be these people. Because they're like, they seem cool, they seem edgy, you know what I mean? And it was like, no, these are some of the worst people. Don't talk to them, please. But anyways, it was from an anime that I watched one episode of and was drawing them as the episode was going. And then I never watched it again. So, Kreth. I was going to make a costume of him, and, you know, it was fully fursuit. I have his feet. I did his feet. I'm pretty sure I did the gloves. Maybe. I did the tail, and I did the head, and everybody said I looked like roadkill, and they weren't wrong. But I kind of want to do it again, just to, like, make a costume, and now that I am, like, older and know what I'm actually going to be doing, because I did this in like under a week. Like, and his head was like huge and it was bad. That character from the last sketchbook, Sugar, I think her name was, my boxing bunny. This was an animation meme, like, storyboard, and it was about how my dogs always throw the door open, like, chuck the door open. I think this was my sister's character. I think maybe this was also her character. I can't remember if me or her. This one was definitely hers. I remember doing this at a water park. See, this could have been used. Oh, you know what this is? This is my character sheet, like, era that I had. So it's Hunter. Yes. Yes! He needs a redesign. He still has this design, pretty much. So, he needs a new one. Just a little bit, though, because he's, like, he slowly evolved over time. But he needs, like, an actual sheet redesign. Practicing male anatomy. I bet you I did this page, and then went back and did this page. What's funny is I still have the same issues I have today with the really long torsos. Like, I make them really long. Which is, I see most people, they do it where it's really short. And I'm like, why is it that I see everybody do short torsos, but my brain's like, nah, make them long. I showed this to one of my worship leaders, and he was like, that looks good. And looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, you gave me such a big head. I think this was supposed to be Albert, but it was not done. At least I colored on it, even though there were spots. Watercolor, with those watercolors that I was talking about, the Winsor Newton ones. Nancy, and I named her Baker because she's a baker, but now I think I made her last name Clark. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, May was going to have, like, a love interest. I don't remember if it was, like, a love interest or, like, a friend. But he was, like, a bird man. Like, a heartbeat. He's in a Nina. Look at that chin. Like, his mouth goes in, and then it goes... Then his jaw goes into its eye. Oh, and that's the end of Sketchbooks 7. So, yeah.
Minis, why are you being so sassy over there?
I don't know where to put this. I guess I'll just throw it on the floor. 8. This is when the ELO craze was going on, and everybody wanted the ELO. I was one of the people. I remember, I tried painting the cover of this. That's why it looks horrible. Mimi, please. I tried painting the cover of this, but I hated it. So I, like, somehow managed to get it off. I don't remember if it was acetone or if I was able to, like, scrape it off. But yeah. And you can see my cat destroyed it. Mimi!
You're being sassy. Stop being so sassy.
You gotta spin him in the chair a little bit. Make him a little dizzy. And then he'll stop being sassy. He wants me to give him nip, but I am not giving him hard drugs. Yeah, maybe this wasn't... Did we already go through an ELO? I can't remember if this was my first one now. Foreshortening, yes. 8, 18, 19, 11, 10, 19. I could only dream of finishing a sketchbook that fast. Now, I like to try to finish them in 5 months. So, we'll see if I do that. I don't think I achieved that with my last one. I can't remember. A puppy. Oh yeah, I drew like hyenas. This is my dad. This is me. I know that for a fact. Hyenas. I totally ate. Right here, this was the peak of my art. Posca pens. Because remember, they blew up with all, like, art YouTubers. So, I wanted to do what they were doing, but I only had these 3 colors. So I couldn't do anything. Oh, I just realized I drew a little ghosty right here. Look at this little ghosty. I should bring him back in something. Maybe he'll be in my animated short. Albern. Featherstone. I don't think he has a last name. I think I scratched that. I can't remember if I scratched that or if I need to change it. So, see, there's that character again. He's a little kitty. Watercolors. I don't remember which ones these are. Oh wait, I think I have them actually. I'm pretty sure those ones are these. I don't know. No, I don't think so. These might be like, I don't know. But that dude's having fun. A sunset. I think these are the ones. Maybe these, no. I don't know which ones these are. This one I made this character, Cozy Pillow. I need to redo him. I might keep him the same because he's just like a stuffed animal, but he's so cute. He's so cute. Horses is really interesting seeing. I use circles to construct everything, and it's like, circles aren't for you. Circles aren't for your art style. They work for some, but not for you. I see a lot of people drawing with circles just because that's what they're supposed to do, and I'm like, no, your art would look so much better, like construction-wise, if you used a square every once in a while. Because it changed my life when I started using squares. The parrot dance meme, and these are my dogs, and yeah. I think that's Aizen. He had his hair tied right here, like a little girl. That kind of looks like my friend. No, but I didn't know her at the time. Bellatrix. I still kind of like this face, because she looks so, like, sad or melancholy. So, yeah. Ew. See, he had his hair tied like a little girl. I think this one made it on my Instagram, but this one didn't. But it's archived now. I might unarchive them once I get a feed going again, but right now it's a no. And my sister, but I covered up what he said because I think she would kill me. Are there 2 on here? Oh. Ew. Why do you do that? My mother and father. All this could have been used. And I need to go through this and spray it with hairspray. Whatever. Bellatrix. Random snake. I think this snake was going to go on to another character that's part of Bellatrix and Alburn's story. But I don't think I ever named her. Bears. I love bears. I want to watch that movie. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember what the movie was called, but where it's like a mutant bear with like a human skull in the bear skull. I want to watch that movie because it looks really freaking good. Emos. Who likes emos? They're so weird. I wanted to be here though. My Skyrim character Mashe. So I ate. I don't know, raptor thing? Raptor deer. Raptor deer. So yeah. That thing, that's funny. I think all of these made it. Oh my gosh, I used to do this thing where I would scratch everything, like hatch on like the fingertips and everything. Oh my god, horrible, horrible. Drew her from Life, but not on Life because she was a poster, but you know, I didn't just pull it from my brain cavity. My sister said that, but not seriously. Oh, these are these. These are these. I don't remember. I think I went to Michael's and picked out these colors as, like, because I like them. Instead, now, it's like, go and get yourself some primaries. Particularly magenta, yellow, cyan. Because those ones, that's what you should be using because it's pigment instead of actual color. And you'll be able to get so many more colors than just the plain red, yellow, blue. So, yeah. I think those are those colors. I was trying with watercolor, but I never knew that gouache was my actual love language. Cozy pillow. Cozy pillow. The love of my life, for real. I went through this phase with colored line art, like, even through my digital stuff, I had, like, a light pink line art, and I would not put it on multiply. So you just have, like, it was bad. It was bad, and this is bad, because it's, like, the same colors, if you put it black and white. This one, I actually still like. I should redo it, because that's cute. Dark Crystal, but the TV show literally was so incredibly mid. I won't say it was bad, but it was so mid. Like, it just didn't have the same oomph as the original movie. It was not the same. It wasn't that good. Like, I don't even remember the storyline. I just remember some scenes, but I don't remember the dialogue. It was forgettable. It was lame. It was not dark. It was not a Dark Crystal. It was just so horrible. But yeah, it lacked. I think maybe this was supposed to be my no. I think my sister wanted me to draw her. You know, during this time, I wanted a basic anime style. And I wanted my style on the next page, like, or I guess this. But I also wanted a really cutesy anime style. And I'm like, why would I want to be basic? Ludi redesign. I like the stripes, but I don't like anything else. And that's fine. I think I was watching Angels of Death. And this is also when Azim lost his arm. Like, he was all jacked up. But yeah. It'd be a fun AU to make Azim and Nina and Nancy all in, like, a Angels of Death AU. But I don't have the time for that. Inktober started. I think this was the first draft for whatever it was. It was Ring, and he was gonna get smacked in the head, and it's like his ears are ringing. But I don't know why. I guess I didn't want to be ambitious with my stuff. But yeah. So then we just did a bell with something creepy coming out of it, and his toes are wrapping around the bell. That's so gross. She's cute. Look at those skulls. I did not look at a reference for those skulls. I just did whatever my heart felt like. Mindless. And he's like a zombie dog. And he's got a cracked skull with a cavity in it. So I guess he doesn't have a brain. I do like the spine coming out. And the weird toes. Ew. Now people just shame me for liking what I like. Bait. So I don't know if we're a hunter looking in, going to kill whatever the hell these things are. Demonic puppy dogs, you know? But, you know, at least I, like, thumbnailed and tried to figure out how the rabbit worked. I like the little muscles on his little leg. That looks good. Freeze. But it does not look like she's in ice. It looks like she's in crystals. Look at that leg to ankle. And her arm is so long. Build. I really did think I ate with this. Oh yeah, and then we had this. I just had a niche. Is it a niche? A talent for hands. But only like this, because then these ones look horrible. But I really thought I ate with this. Like, I was like, I am a professional now. I didn't really think I was professional, but you know what I meant. Like, I was like, I'm the stuff. Husky. So I did a werewolf husky, but it's not like his friend. It's like the werewolf. Oh wait, so it's like his pet husky. Like, he's like a sled. he's like a sled dog and he's the sled handler. I don't know. And it's like his dog went crazy and grew several sizes, you know? Yeah, maybe he is like a were husky. You can't see it. But there's an ASM in there. And somebody here. I went through a phase where I wanted ASM to be in a fuzzy, like, cat. I can't remember if, I think it was a jacket. I don't think it was a hoodie, but yeah. Enchantment. But he's not, like, enchanting anything, so it's like, frail. I ate with this one. And then all this stuff over here, and you can see a little baby her. But I ate. And she was originally flicking off the camera, but then I decided that is not of the Lord. So yeah, and there's just things. I found out the Indian ink that I had was not water or alcohol resistant. I was sad, but I did find one that is alcohol resistant. It's all dusty, but this one is alcohol resistant. It's not watercolor resistant, so I can't, like, do all my usual stuff with it, but I can use my alcohol markers with it, and it's, yeah. So then you, like, can see. I do like this ink, though. It works very well with my dip pens. Swing. And this was a character I made, and I need to do her more. That's horrible. But I named her Stitches, because she got stitches everywhere. But she needs more stitches, you know, so she can really be Stitches. And in pattern, I should have drawn someone high, you know? Snow. Figured out I could dilute my inks and get a bunch of different varieties in them. And honestly, painting with inks is now one of my favorite things. I'm pretty sure I watched Drawing with Waffles do it, and I copied her. And she needs to come back because I love her, but I want her to, like, focus on herself first. Like, we are the last thing. But I miss her so much. But I think that's where I learned this from, was, like, Drawing with Waffles. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's now my favorite thing. That one Baku Kirishima and Bakugo, I remembered his name, AU, where Kirishima was a dragon, and Bakugo was going to, like, I can't remember if he was, like, hunting him, or if he was, like, a criminal, and they were going to make him fight Kirishima. I don't know, but I actually really liked this AU. It was just right up my alley. Not because it was my hero, but because I really liked that. And I actually stole that concept for Nova and Albert a little bit. Like, some of it's different, but it's, like, the same thing. Yes. I'll have to find it and reread it. Because obviously I really liked it at the time. So day 12, Dragon. Day 13, Ash, and I guess she's made of ash, but it's not really giving. She's made of ash. You know? And I think this was supposed to be Albert's sister, but she's, like, horrible looking. Overgrown. And he's, like, trapped in a cage and he didn't grow right. Edge. There's Stitches again. And a butt. I had a friend, I drew a butt on my notes, and she goes, "Why is there a dumpy on your page?" And I was trying so hard not to laugh in class because I wasn't ready. Legend. And it's Time. Ocarina of Time is so good. It's so good. Wild. Breath of the Wild, you know. Yeah. The cat face. Something horrible. There's another cat face. I think the next one's Hunter. It is. Ornament. I don't know if there was an actual story to this one, but yeah. And then Misfit. And it's a bunch of, like, cat girls. And there's a little puppy. I like this concept still. It kind of gives, like, almost like Dark Souls. Like, the concept of giant people, and they're, like, gods. And, I don't know. It's... Maybe it's not Dark Souls. Oh my god. It'll come to me later. Sling. This might have been Azum. It might have not been Azum. I don't remember who it was. But then day 20 is Tread. And they were like, I think I remember, they were going through a swamp, but it was like hot and disgusting and humid, and bugs were going after them. But there's no bugs, and it really did not go. Why is this really detailed and this isn't? I'm not gonna question it. Treasure. This might have been on Pinterest. I might have posted this to Pinterest. Now, when I look back and try to see when I posted on Pinterest and didn't, it doesn't show me. Because this was, like, old. I think I have a folder on Pinterest, like, titled, like, My Art or something like that. And I think these are in them, but when I go to, like, the things I've posted on Pinterest, they're not there. Like, only the stuff that I posted in the last, like, 3 years, which isn't a lot. Those old ones don't show up. So I don't know what that is. She's in a mirror. You know what? This might have been Ash's mom. And I was trying to redo that piece from, like, the first video I uploaded of my sketchbooks, but I don't remember. Jack. He needs a redesign. We can make him a whole beef patty now. A bimbo. Or himbo? I don't remember. My brain is done. I just finished my midterm paper, and never again. No, never again. Nova? Something was wrong with this page. But it did this blending effect. I don't know if the pink alcohol ink was still wet, and that's why it did it. But it's never happened again. Like, it's only happened on this page. And I remember trying to recreate it, but it never worked. These ones are kind of cute. That's really scary looking. It's Cozy Pillow in a Halloween costume. And I remember he could sing, or something like that. Or he wanted to sing, but it was bad. There's my Woohoo Man. I love this dog so much. You can hear her barking outside. Crap. Somebody. That skull improved about this much. Cozy Pillow thumbnails. Thanks for looking through. I went through a phase where I didn't do a greeting page. So it was like first page fear. But I would do a last page. And it was bad. I don't think... Oh no, there is stuff in here. Just a little bit. Just a smidge though. Yeah. Yes. I don't remember anything else. No, let me see this in private in a second. Oh, you know what? You can try to figure it out if you want. But I found a centipede in my bed. Like, my cat and I were snuggling together, and he was so cozy, and all of a sudden he starts freaking out and like runs. So I'm like, what the hell? And so I was going to like turn over, so I lifted up my blanket, and there the centipede was, like, right on my legs, and I cried. Because I hate those things. And they're horrible. And we found him, like, a week later. Hunting a pincher bug. Anyways, I'm traumatized. I'll never recover. This is why I have anxiety to this day now, guys. I just know it. It's not why. I'm blaming it. Because it's the most horrible thing I've ever experienced in my life. Anyways, sketchbook 9. You can see my cats had so much fun with it. You know, they had more fun than me. Spilled ink on it because I had white ink and black ink, but I spilled it on here somehow. I don't know. That's confidential. So, 11/11/19 to 7/23. Oh my gosh, that's a long time. In 2020. Swatches. Swatches of everything. If you have first page fear, do swatches on the first pages, because in my new sketchbooks, they're like 8x5, whatever that is, A5 paper, and the first like 2 to 3 pages is just swatches. So when I get to actually drawing in them, it totally gets rid of my first page fear. Or what you can do is draw on a separate piece of paper while you're waiting for your new sketchbook to come in, or when you're just finishing up your old one, you start drawing on scraps of paper and then you just paste it in on the first pages. So then you have drawings that you already did when you're feeling good in those first pages, and it alleviates, for me, the first page fear. I wrote down what I wanted to do in this sketchbook. It was like watercolor, acrylic paint, dip ink pen, and I don't know what this says because the swatches are too dark. Animal anatomy, male anatomy, muscle structure, something, feet. Profiles, monsters, horses, water, clothes, something, wrinkles, but there's no W. I don't know. I started setting goals, and I think this was the only one I did it because I'm not about to set more goals. I just figured out what goals I need to set as I'm working through it. So perspective, I used that coil technique from, who was it? Was it Psychra? I don't remember, but it's a really good technique where you just spiral it into what you want for your perspective. It works like gold. So that was really good. Like, at the time I didn't know how to execute it properly, but now that I have more knowledge in anatomy and in art, it's really good. Like, even then it was really good, but I'm saying, like, now I'm like, this is so good. See, like, here, like, everybody's probably seen this post on Tumblr where he, like, it's the legs going out in a bunch of different directions with the spiral. You've probably seen it on Tumblr or Pinterest. And it's a good technique. I think it's Psychra. Male anatomy. He does not have room for a pee-pee. And that muscle is too short. See, anatomy lesson real quick. These ones connect like this. Then it comes in here. These muscles right here are separate. But this, like, bottom ab is really long into the crotch. That's how my brain decides to say it. But it's like, it's not like ab. It's like ab, long ab. And when men have that little, like, muscle pooch on that last ab, take me with you, please. I will make you a sandwich. I thought, oh, that was aggressive. I thought I ate with this one, though. I did not eat, in fact. I called my friend Edgy Boy, and I love him. Gore warning. I'm not showing this one, but you can kind of get the gist through it. But I made him a mug with Edgy Boy on it. And I don't know if he uses it now, but he would always send me photos of him using it with hot cocoa in it because the boy does not like coffee. And I was like, oh, I was upset because I deleted everything off of my old phone. So my woman Sadie's baby pictures were wiped. A bunch of photos with my friends and family were gone because the phone was older than me. And I was like 14 at the time, I think. and it wouldn't, like, I would put in my password, and it wouldn't load my password. It would say you put in the wrong password. But I wasn't putting in the wrong password, you know? So, it was like... And so, instead of just waiting until we took it to, like, Verizon to see if we could get my stuff off of it, I just kept typing the password until it wiped everything. You know? So, I decided to do Vent. And Vent art did not help me. I just was in my sadness. You know? But I was really upset because I drew Azim's leg on the wrong side. This is the leg with the prosthetic, so it should be swapped. I do like how the bones are orange, though. That is very nice. But yeah. And he no longer has a missing arm. Totally not Majora's Mask. Again, it was that issue where I wanted to make my own stuff because I was too scared to do it because I didn't want, like, hate on the internet. I was watching a lot of stuff that I should not, like a bunch of art drama channels where it was like, she drew the same thing as her the same day. Oh my gosh, we need to cancel them, you know? And it was so much of an ick. So yeah, I practiced a bunch of different noses. So yeah, Ash did it with that pink micron again. And this could have all been used. Azim, I think he went on my Instagram. I don't remember. This is the character with that snake in the last one. So yeah. So there he is. He's being a little snoop. I don't think she had, like, a name, though. I don't think she has a name still. My aunt got me a bunch of different inks for my birthday or Christmas. Because my birthday is, like, right after Christmas. So it was one of those, so... Yeah. And then I did it because I found out I really like painting with inks. So then I just started, like, coloring with them. So, Nova with the inks, but I didn't, like, blend it, you know what I mean? I just went with the paintbrush, so it didn't, like, blend. Hunter, I remember I did hatching on everything. For the shadows, because of Inktober. And now I look back and I'm like, because it was in everything. Boobs. Chain around her neck. Albert expression sheets. These are still pretty cute, but they're really bad. Like, that one's horrible. That one is kind of funny. But, yeah. I need to redo them again, because I realized recently that my expressions are all kind of the same, because I'm too focused on a very particular style. So I'm working on that. I'm doing that expression sheet and just drawing a bunch of different characters on it, just to get into doing the expressions. Plague Doctor. I love Plague Doctors. I have a mask of a Plague Doctor. They're just cool. Adolpha. I think that was her name. Which is bad. It needs to be changed. If you know, you know. Watercolor. Because my watercolors would cover, the ink. And it made me really sad. So, I just didn't do the thing. Silent and Mifa. Fainer. Don't know what the concept was for this. So, this little mousey. He was like the white rabbit. Kind of where he was like, I'm late. But, he's a mouse and he's wearing little pants. And I should do him more because he's so cute. I should learn how to do it in like either like that really old Peter Rabbit book with like the watercolor like effects on it, or Care Bear. It has to be in one of those styles. Feet. Hands. The hands were horrible. I used to always put these fingers together, and even though your hands naturally clump, it was always these two fingers. This era of my art was just horrible. It was just an ick all around. Albert. His hand is huge. He's like Freddy Fazbear. This was a commission that I did without getting paid first. They never got the art, but I finished it before they gave me the money. And then they couldn't because we were all like 14. A sunset in her eyes. Rabbit thing? Look at this cat! Oh my gosh, she's so funny looking. He's funny looking. My woman. Her ear. You know why I don't like my art from this place? Because of all these little tufts. It kind of reminds me of like a succulent. Or like a gloopy, gross thing. I don't know. Like, it's like chili in art form. Yeah. Ew. This eye. I love this eye. And I made that eye a character in my world. Because I was like, I just love this eye so much. So I named her Madame Aucleur. And you'll see her in like Sketchbook 14. You know? But she's my favorite character ever. Just because of her eye. Cat. My mom hates beans on animals. Like their toe beans. So when I drew this, she was like, that is horrible. Delete it. She's like, just delete the beans. I don't know what the hell is happening there. See, all of this could have been used. This one on my Instagram. He has like a boob, though. Ew. These were on my Instagram, and they're really cute. I think those are supposed to be Azum. But I don't know. I don't know. Brush pen. I think it's my Pentel. This was a group chat character that I made for a group chat because it was called Death by Spam, so I made him, and he was basically Sans. It was just like, I was like, I'm gonna make this character, just name a bunch of stuff. So it wasn't like, oh, we need a skeleton character, we'll make him cool, so make it Sans. Like, it was like, someone said Sans, and somebody said biker dudes, and then, you know what I mean, like, it just went down the road. But drawing this one, I still like the top of this drawing. Not the legs. But I'm saying, I really like his hip ratio. Still. And I put that on Azum, but drawing hips on men is so hard just because you don't want it to look too feminine, but you don't want it to look like they're really square. Do you know what I mean? So it's like this hard balancing act of getting the hip to chest ratio look more masculine. But I ate. Bird people. He's funny looking. I think I did this one digitally, or I redid it in another sketchbook and then colored it. My sister. Yeah. And more bird beads, but that is my sister. K-pop cover. But I didn't listen to that K-pop group. I just liked that cover image where she's throwing a cassette tape in her mouth. Azum. See, the hands are just an ick. They're like clunky. Like they look like chili. This one was on my Instagram. This one is on my Instagram. And I really could have done good with this drawing. If I put her legs down here. Because right now she's balancing on her knees. That thing where you put just a glob of something down, you know? And then make it into something. Except I had a hard time doing that because I was... like, I physically couldn't think of something to... like, a specific shape to put down so then it could actually be something, you know? Like, I was like, I want this one to be a dog, so I draw it in, like, a doggish shape, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, like, it wasn't good. Horses. Fox. Something. Maybe my cat. I don't know. But a horse. And it's mid. Horses are hard, so I'm like, it's gross. Don't color. I don't know. I don't know what I was not supposed to color. But it's furry. And eyes. And this was on my Instagram. And everybody commented, like, why do they have pink eye? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Lizard thing? I don't know. All this could have been used. Mothman. But not Mothman. A moth that is a man. And he was like a guard to somebody. I don't remember. But I was like, he's gotta be hot. This Mothman. Boobs. Chest. See, here's the thing. I didn't actually construct it. I would outline stuff. So this was my sketch, you know? Like, I do some, but it wasn't actual construction. It was just what you're supposed to do, what people tell you to do, you know, instead of it being like, that's the problem with online tutorials, is like, do this, and it's like, it doesn't work for every style, or everything, and I'm talking about ones specifically for beginners, because it says, oh, you need a circle for the chest, instead of it being like, no, you need an egg, or a square, or a circle, depending on your art style, obviously, but if we're going realistically, like, your ribcage isn't a circle, so then you just draw a circle or a square, but you wouldn't actually know why it is that shape, why we use those shapes. Just be like, do this, and your art will look good, you know? And it was like, no, we need to learn actual anatomy, you know? Instead of it just being like, this is what you're supposed to do this, you know? I can go on in depth on that later, but that's the brief stuff, and I have more things to say, but I don't want this to be 50 minutes of me just talking about how beginner art tutorials are horrible. Posted this on my Instagram, and my guy friends were like, where are her boobs coming out? And I was like, whatever. I don't care, dude. Her boobs are coming out. Bellatrix. I really like her body in this one. Like the shape of her body. But I don't like the art, you know? And she looks short when she should be like, I think she was like 7 feet tall. Maybe 9. She was just supposed to be a really tall dragon lady. I don't know. Something's happening. Oh, a rabbit. A horrible face. And a bird person. And then May. This one on my Instagram. But it's archived now. Chili hands. Drawing with waffles. We have pencils. We have that power. I don't remember what that was from. A rose. Eyeballs. I like this face. It looks like something like, I think that you pronounce the name like Inku Aku on Instagram. Really good stuff. That's kind of looks like something they draw. And a bunch of different faces with a micro. Sketching in pen is good. It's yummy. Shishomaru. With a bonus here? I don't know. I think this was my profile picture for a while. And then Cozy Pillow and Azim. Did my friend's phone case. I don't think I have a picture of it. But it was bad. This is what I was trying to do. I was at the beach. And I was trying to do funny stuff. Because I wanted that OC core art. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you look that up. Like, that's what it is. Where it's like... So, yeah. Stitches... Izum. Because I feel like he'd get hit a lot. Like in the back of the head because he'd do something stupid. My friend made a TV girl. And I was like, what if we made a nature boy for her? So this is like, we share him, but this is the character I would draw, the cloud boy, and then she would draw the TV girl. Delphon. Nina. And then a bunch of stuff. Horrible. We're not even going to talk about that one. You can see the problems. Yeah. Colored this one traditionally. Or digitally. And it was really muddy. Shoes. I think I did this one too digitally. And it was also really muddy because I wasn't like color correcting. A comic I never finished. But I'm not going to spoil it because I think I'm going to redo it. You know, and actually finish it this time. Izum and Nina. Nina. Ew. You're not dummy thick, you're dummy stick. Izum. Kitties. This was the start of me drawing funny cats. I think I was not doing okay. and then Azum. And my cat bit it. He's a little rat. And then this one's pretty cute still. That's Azum. And he's like young. And then we can finally look through this and then I can end the video. Yeah. I think this was a prompt list, you know? But it was like, draw all your characters with these prompts. This is my dog. I am in love with her. Number 1 was Ash. First of C. First of C. Newest of C, Stitches. Cinnamon Roll, Akari. Someone. Cinnamon Roll, Yango. Ew. Whoever the hell this is. Fierce. See, oh, you know what? This was supposed to be like the fierce deity, but again, with that problem. I don't know. Ships? Ew, why'd I... Oh my gosh, the ship names are horrible. Ship names are horrible in general. She looks like a little My Little Pony character, but it's cacti. Most funny. Most kind is Nancy. Ew. Most shy is Ash. So yeah, that's the end of those. So I'll upload it and see you guys when I'm looking through more garbage. So yeah, goodbye.